golden wildfire. The sword swings wide. Despite Flaish's attack, the Federation reaffirms their alliance with the Empire and finally begins their invasion of the kingdom. Seeing that Fargus is readying for battle, Claude plans for a short engagement. With a cunning scheme at the ready, his army trespasses into Fraldarius territory.
Thank you for coming, everyone. Sedith, we are grateful you could join us.
I would be remiss to ignore something that so clearly concerns the Church. We are here to discuss the latest developments in Leicester, correct?
Indeed. I think it's safe to say that Claude's reinvention of the region and collaboration with the Empire came as a complete shock to us all. Thus far, we have been able to dedicate our forces solely to the battle with the Empire in the west. Now we must dispatch troops to the east as well.
The Federation's military force is hardly significant. We shouldn't have to divert much attention from the Western Front.
I would not be so optimistic, not after what happened in ALL. If you recall, the Knights of Seiros were completely wiped out.
Yes, it was a terrible loss. We didn't even have time to send reinforcements. It still pains me to think on what became of Catherine. We heard her unit encountered the Imperial Army, but the complete lack of survivors strikes me as suspicious.
I see. You believe the Federation may have had a hand in the matter.
Precisely. Furthermore, the territories of Burgundy, Seward, and Albany previously wished to defect to our side, but have since reversed their positions. Perhaps their sudden change of heart can be attributed to this incident as well.
If only we'd been able to welcome those houses to the kingdom, we would have a slightly stronger position in the east.
The Church initially acted as an intermediary with those houses, but I fear it would be too risky to continue now. I am sorry.
Considering their iffy loyalty, they wouldn't have been reliable anyway. If we'd taken them in, we'd just be regretting it now.
That may be true, but it is yet another card we are no longer able to play. Our options now are severely limited.
All we can do is hold the Western Front, and watch the Federation like a hawk to see what their next move will be.
I know we are not privy to the details of the pact between the Empire and the Federation. But would it be safe to assume that the followers of Seiros in Leicester have abandoned the Central Church in favor of the Southern Church?
They've certainly severed ties with the Central Church, but it seems they have elevated the Eastern Church instead.
And the Empire allowed that?
They must have figured the war was turning against them and made that concession to secure Leicester's cooperation.
The Eastern Church. How is Fargus to survive when we're beset by enemies to the east, west, and even north? I think it is time we devote ourselves to finding an answer to that question.
Well, we've managed to secure the immediate area. I'd say that makes our landing a success.
Clearly, the Kingdom was not expecting our sudden appearance this far north.
They sure weren't. A certain somebody's suggestion to take the unexpected route was right on target.
Technically speaking, it was my suggestion.
I was just talking off the top of my head. I didn't think we'd actually be able to invade by sea.
Maybe it was off the top of your head, but I considered a myriad of options before arriving at that proposal.
And we have Nadir to thank for helping us make our sea dreams come true.
Oh, it was easy enough. All I had to do was secure an official order from the king. None of our merchants would dare disobey that.
You managed to convince the King of Elmyra to sign off on this?
Convince isn't exactly the word I'd use. I merely placed the paperwork in front of him, at an early hour, when he might not have been fully awake.
You did what now? It sounds to me like he had no idea what he was signing.
It's not as if it's a big deal. We just borrowed a few boats for a bit.
And let's not forget all the assistance Margrave Edmund gave us either.
That's right. Being able to use his ports certainly cut down the length of our voyage.
I'm glad my adoptive father was able to help. Shortened though it was, I can't say my stomach enjoyed the trip.
Good to see you're all as relaxed as ever. But let's get back on task. Our plan's working so far, but we've still got a lot to do. I just hope our little invitation was accepted.
The Srang forces saw our movements just as we planned. They've been inspired to strike, and soon, I expect. It's possible they're already marching on Gautier territory.
If that's the case, then we can't afford to stand around talking about it. We'll head out as soon as we're ready. We'll make our way through Fraldaria's territory and strike Ferdiad, the kingdom's capital.
How about this?
What if we did this?
I've got it!
How about this? I'll take care of it.
One step at a time.
Let's see.
Good to see you.
Do you have a minute?
All right.
Have you need of me?
Doing all right.
Did you know?
Let's see.
Well...
Got a sec?
Whoa!
Unbelievable.
Oh.
It's you. Let's see. All right.
Greetings, friend. Greetings, friend.
What's going on?
Greetings. Let's think about that. I see.
How can I help you?
Please be listening. I must be telling you.
Let's see.
Yes.
Impressive. Oh. I see.
I've been waiting.
How may I help you?
Over here! Hey! So, yeah. Oh, man.
Hey! No.
Yeah. Oh.
I don't know.
Let's see.
Let's see.
Hi, friend.
Let's see.
Uh-huh. Long story short, right. Huh.
Hey, you. Well, that's obnoxious.
Hey there. Ha 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 ha!
How goes it? So anyway, I see.
Hey there.
Excuse me.
What do you think?
Indeed.
You've come a long way. Think it's time for me to put your training to the ultimate test?
Let's at least wait until I've won a few first. We learned a lot today.
I've got nothing to worry about with the two of you on the job.
A little father-daughter teamwork, huh? Not a bad idea. We'll get more done than some random pairing.
Right. We'll show them we can work together in more places than the battlefield.
Solid, solid.
Thanks for the meal. Drinks are on me next time.
I might have to pass. We can't have both of us too inebriated at once.
May I speak with you a moment?
Oh, yeah. I was just about to take a break. You need something?
Our relationship has been strained for a while, so I thought it was time to resolve our issues.
It has?
Yes. At least I felt that way ever since the incident.
Oh, you mean that time I found you hiding out and chowing down on some pastries? I didn't think anything about that. And I didn't tell anyone either.
No, not that. Well, yes, there was that, but there was another, more defining incident. Remember?
Are you talking about the time I treated you like a kid and you got all mad?
Yes, of course that's what I'm talking about.
That happened a long time ago. Has it really been eating at you ever since?
Well, I mean, I was unable to maintain my composure and got rather aggressive with you over trivial details. I kept telling myself that I had to apologize, but I could never bring myself to do it. But now, I'm sorry.
Well, I'd like to apologize too. I should have been more careful with what I said. Why does being called a kid upset you so much? If you don't think of yourself that way, then any comments of the kind should be like water off a duck's back.
Look, I'm a tiny bit younger than everyone else, and it doesn't help that I'm shorter too. Plus, I do have somewhat of a baby face.
Really? You don't look that young to me.
You don't think so?
Yeah. Now that I really look at you, I think you're a very pretty young woman. You act real mature, too.
Oh no, I'm not really.
But most importantly, your skill at commanding troops puts all the real adults to shame.
Hold on. Real adults? So what you're saying is that I'm ultimately still just a child?
Crud, I misspoke. What I meant was...
There you go, making excuses again. Now I know exactly what you think of me.
This conversation's going sideways again, isn't it?
It would seem so. Though, I suppose forgiving you would be the mature thing to do.
Hey, there you go. See? You are a real grown-up, Lysithea.
Something about this still rubs me the wrong way, but... Oh, fine. I just ask that you keep treating me like the adult I am.
Excuse me. May I ask for your ear?
Sure thing. What's on your mind?
I have the desire to be learning more about mercenaries. It is a subject of much fascination to me.
Sure, I guess. But I think you've heard most of the exciting bits by now.
Nonsense. Each word you speak is full of excitement. Please give me more illumination. For example, are you receiving payment for your work here?
Sure, me and Claude have a contract. Lucrative one too, as these things go. Guess the boss thinks pretty highly of me.
You said money was of importance for people who sell their swords. But what if an enemy offered a bigger payment? Would you be taking it?
Are you kidding? I'd tell them to get lost before they could finish the offer. But there are plenty of mercs who wouldn't. Gold sings loudest, you know? Still, if an enemy can outbid your current employer, it means they've got a good shot at winning. And nobody who enjoys breathing wants to wind up on the losing side.
So in Fodlan, one must try to be allies with the side that has more richness?
See, that's the thing. Trust is its own currency, too. I mean, let's say someone shows up with a pile of gold and asks you to switch sides. Tempting, right? But you gotta be careful. You could take them up on their offer, only to learn that the money was just bait, and the guy actually wants you dead. And to make things worse, the honest employer you just stabbed in the back now knows you're as reliable as a three-legged horse. Point is, integrity means more to a mercenary than money. Probably should have led with that, actually.
I have understanding. Trust is of importance to everyone, but that has even more truth for a seller of swords.
You got it. Oh, and trust me, folks who hire for the best jobs make sure to know everything about you before extending the offer. But there's a flip side to that coin. If you're the type of employer who likes to leave mercs in the lurch, you better believe that word'll get around. Hard enough to stay alive without that nonsense.
That is a thing we all share in common. We wish to keep breathing, as you said. And what if I was offering a job? We are on the same side. Would that be betrayal? Bridget is a land of richness. We can offer much in exchange for the selling of your sword.
Sounds tempting, but I can't. I've got to see my current contract through first. Also, didn't we just get done discussing how terrible it is to abandon a job before it's done?
I knew you would be declining. You are the model of a mercenary.
Oh, hey. You fishing too?
Yeah.
Ease up, kid. We're on the same side now, remember?
I know. Guess I'm just not used to it yet.
We're not getting paid to kill each other anymore. We can just sit here like normal folks and catch some fish. You're a mercenary, right? For us, there's no such thing as friends or foes once that contract's paid.
Yeah, I know that too. You, don't remember me, do you?
Should I?
I used to run with Burling's mercenaries.
Burling. Ah, yes. That woman was an army unto herself.
Yeah, but you and your company wiped us out. My captain, my comrades, every last one of them died in that battle.
So that's what this is about. You have a grudge against me?
No, I don't. Wouldn't be much of a merc if I held a grudge against everyone I fought. But it was tough at the time. I really liked that scruffy crew. All of us got along, even the captain. They were the best group I'd ever been with. After what happened, I made myself a promise. I was gonna get stronger, and someday I would defeat you and the Ashen Demon.
But we're allies now, so you're gonna have to let that go, huh?
Looks like it. But you know, part of me is relieved. I don't think I could have beaten the Ashen Demon anyway.
Hey now, what about me? Or are you saying you could take me?
Well, no, unless I try. By the way, for a regular guy just catching some fish, you haven't even got your hook on.
Yeah, well, these old mitts aren't exactly made for tying tiny knots.
Give it here. I'll do it.
Not half bad, kid. Thanks.
People call you a legendary mercenary, but you're a lot less dexterous than I imagined.
Legendary is what they call dead people. I'm still alive and kicking, you know. Hey, and about what happened with Burling. I'm sorry. The whole thing was just two minor lords trying to get the better of each other. If Burling hadn't come for us, we could have avoided all the bloodshed. But she came roaring in, yelling that she would take us down and make a name for herself. My kid couldn't afford to hold back at that point. I know that doesn't make it better, but I hope it helps.
What's done is done. You were just doing your job. I know that.
Sun's up already? Good morning!
Whoa! Happy, is that you? Where are you? I'm surprised you knew I was here. You just about gave me a heart attack with that impromptu good morning.
I wasn't exactly saying it to you, Clodster, but... Oh, never mind.
So, you're waking up with the sun, huh? I love it. You're like a step dweller.
And what would that be exactly?
Oh, you know, those folks who live to the east of Fodlan.
But you're also awake. Does that mean you're a step dweller like me?
Hey, my motto is the early bird gets the worm.
Sounds fake.
Oh, but I said it in my most earnest voice.
And your face betrayed you. Still, it's surprising how easy you are to talk with. I figured a king would be an arrogant blowhard, but that's not you at all. You're a lot more comfortable to be around than the Emperor or the King of Fargus.
Not sure if that's a compliment, but it's definitely not easy leading the Federation. I could spend days unloading my troubles on you and only scratch the surface.
Sounds like you've got your hands full. Also, please don't unload your troubles on me.
Don't worry, I won't.
Still, if it's that much grief, why not quit? You could have someone else take your place if you hate it so much. I mean, the whole thing was your idea, so you should be able to step aside if you want.
Sure, I suppose I could do that. But that's not the path for me at the moment. The list of things I want to accomplish is as long as my arm, and if I want to see them become a reality, I've got a lot of work ahead of me.
Well then, I guess you've got my support. I mean, all these heady thoughts and ideas are a bit above the level of yours truly. But I can still give support. So, chin up, Clodster. It's all gonna work out. Someone I knew used to say that. A relative, I think? I can't really remember.
Well, I appreciate it regardless. It's exactly the kind of thing I need to hear right now.
In that case, I'll double down. It's all gonna work out.
It sounds even better the second time. Seriously, you should be telling that to everyone you meet.
There you go again, putting others first. Yeah, well, it's all gonna work out, Clodster. I just have a feeling.
So you seek to block my path, do you? Do you challenge me? If so, be warned. None can hope to stand against me in a staring contest. Begin! You are a gracious loser to accept defeat so readily.
I am hesitant even to ask, but what are you doing?
Ah, if it isn't Lawrence spying on me, Well, if you must know, an insolent feline was blocking my path and challenged me to a staring contest. However, we determined the winner quite readily. Were you witness to my victory?
Were you not once a noble?
I was, yes, and still am so at heart. In the future, you will see me as both the head of House Nouvelle and the world's finest mage.
Then it seems I must adjust my perception of you. I always knew you to be a striking beauty who possesses a keen talent for magic. I was even considering you as a candidate for marriage, should you happen to reform your house. But now, to find you competing with a house cat... I beg your pardon. Pray disregard my words.
The gall required to consider a woman as a mate and subsequently disqualify her in the following sentence is staggering. Staggering, I tell you! You are a coarse, vulgar, indecent boor! And were I ever under consideration for your hand in marriage, I hereby withdraw any and all possible interest! Also, you are the head of House Gloucester, yes? Why would I ever hope to marry into a house of such meager standing?
How dare you? The magnificent House Gloucester is anything but meager!
I do dare, and have done! And while I know not of your status within Leicester, House Nouvelle is steeped in tradition, with a bloodline closely guarded and unbroken. I find it hard to believe that joining your house is worth uprooting that.
Well now, I can hardly back down from words such as those. We of Gloucester are legitimate descendants of one of the 10 elites and inheritors of a hero's relic. Long have we held a seat at the Alliance Round Table, why we are among the most distinguished houses in the whole of Leicester. We are no less valuable than House Nouvelle, who, may I add, were condemned to extinction by the previous emperor.
It seems our allegations are doomed to never reach a point of agreement.
Then I suppose we have no choice but to compete, that we may determine which of us is superior.
Choose whatever battlefield you wish, Lawrence. I shall ever be the agent of your doom.
It's already so late. Time sure does fly when you're studying battle strategies. I should get back to my room. It's already almost pitch black out, though. The sun's been setting earlier these days. What was that? It sounds like a man. Probably just Raphael. I've heard him talk about how he trains at night. I'm sure of it. I can't believe I let him scare me like that. I should just ignore him and focus on making my way back. It's so dark.
Oh, hey Lysithea! What are you doing out here so late?
I was off on my own studying tactics, but then it got really late before I knew it.
Tactics, huh? That stuff just doesn't click with me.
It's difficult for everyone at first, but I assure you the field is rather fun once you get the hang of it. Rather important, too. Determining how to shape your strategy, what formation to put your units in. There are so many moving parts to the subject that once I start thinking about it, I just get lost in my thoughts for hours on end.
Wow! You must be really smart, Lysithea! I love a good muscle workout, but I'm not so sure I can handle a brain workout like you can.
And I can't hold a candle to you when it comes to manual labor. We all have our own strengths and weaknesses. We should focus on what we're good at so we can complement each other's abilities.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm gonna have to train even more!
Hold on, weren't you just training? It's good to be motivated, but you're gonna bother people if you keep making such weird noises in the middle of the night.
Huh? I didn't train today.
didn't?
Nope. I always let my muscles rest the day after a rough workout. And let me tell you, yesterday was a rough one. If I go too hard, I go easy the next day, which lets me go even harder the day after that. You got your day off today, Muscles, so you better be ready for the pain tomorrow. Anyway, I'm gonna get to bed so I can be ready. You should try to get some shut-eye too, Lysithea.
So that wasn't Raphael? Then who was making those scary noises?
Something fishy's going on. I hope they're not getting into trouble.
If it isn't little Hilda. Why the long face?
Ah, Balti.
You know, if Holst heard you were looking down in the dumps, he'd come flying faster than you can say overly attached. Of course, I won't be the one to tell him.
You'd better not. He's been acting strange lately. I'm actually starting to worry. Do you know what's going on, Balti?
Oh, me? Nah, how should I?
Well, the two of you have been hanging out an awful lot recently. Wait, don't tell me you've been corrupting him with your wicked ways. If I find out you're to blame for what's going on with him, so help me, Balti.
Take it easy, will ya? You've got the wrong guy. Besides, even if I was trying to use my wicked ways on him, which I'm not, what of it? You don't really think your brother would be swayed that easily, do you?
Fair point. My brother can't stand anything that isn't honorable and just.
That's the truth. There's not a soul better at keeping people in line.
Yeah, and if someone did try to corrupt him, he'd just beat them senseless. Then lecture them for hours on end.
And if by some chance he did give in, would you hate him?
Of course not. He's my brother, and I'll always love him no matter what. Not that I have to worry, since he's basically incorruptible.
Oh, my dear, precious sister. Is that what you truly think of me?
Ah! Host! When did you get here?
I love you too, Hilda. Now come on and give your brother a big hug.
Balti! How could you do this to me?
Wait, Hilda, I can explain. There's a really good reason for this. Honestly, really good.
You set me up! He heard everything.
Look, Holst told me he's been really worried about you lately. I just wanted the poor guy to hear what you had to say, that's all. Now he knows how you feel, so he doesn't have to worry anymore. All's well that ends well, yeah?
I am forever grateful, my friend. You have shown me the true nature of my darling sister's feelings.
What are you two so happy about? I've never been more embarrassed in my entire life.
I'm sorry, Hilda. I was the one who talked Balthus into this. Please forgive this poor, misguided buffoon. Direct all your anger at me, along with your love.
You really are hopeless, aren't you?
Nonsense, Hilda. For you are my hope.
What are you even saying? Fine, do whatever you want. Just leave me out of it.
Never a dull moment with those two.